What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Thompson's Collectibles wrestling figure review. And I know what you're probably thinking. We got another Savio Vega. What's up with this guy and his obsession with Savio Vega? There's no obsession, I promise you. It's just I found this figure at a local wrestling store. Actually, a promoter that I wrestle for owns the store. I went there just to check it out for a second time. Ended up walking out with this Savio Vega because, like I said in the last Savio Vega review, I did actually meet the guy, and I shared 2 shows with him. So I guess now I have a figure for each show, if you want to talk about it that way. But Savio Vega, I also wanted to get, you can kind of see it up here, a WWE, this WWF licensed figure actually released by the company. And if you look right here, you got a KB Toys sticker. So I was a little cautious about opening this up, but, you know, we gotta let him breathe, as the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast says. So we got a look here. We got WWF World Wrestling Federation. We got Jakks specific up here, if you can see it. I'm putting it on an angle because of the camera. Special edition. This is Series 2. Savio Vega. I'm probably gonna keep that nameplate. We got a little choking hazard warning there. KB Toys sticker on the back. It says collect them all fast, then get out of the way. And here we got Stomp, and out of the Stomp, you get Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ken Shamrock, Brian Pillman, which I actually have that Brian Pillman, The Undertaker, Ahmed Johnson, Crush, and then we got WWF Legends. We get Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Captain Lou Albano, Andre the Giant, Classy Freddie Blassie. You go Ripped and Ruthless, Mankind, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Goldust. It seems like back in the day, Goldust was a figure everybody wanted because here he is again in the Too Tough series. We got Marlena and Goldust. We got Chains and 8-Ball of the DOA. We got Interrogator and Reckon of Truth Commission. And then we got China, which was probably the best China figure for a little while, and Triple H. And then, of course, we got the King of the Ring play set and the Monster Ring play set. But apparently, if I remember correctly, these did not scale to the Monster Ring. But I was not even alive, or I was just alive when these came out, 1998, I'm sorry, excuse me, 1998 when they came out. I was just born. So, anyway, Savio Vega, we're going to crack this guy out of the packaging. Okay, so getting into the figure, obviously, when I saw these legs on this Savio Vega, I also kept the nameplate. On this Savio Vega, when I saw these legs, I know I have, I think, either a Kane or a Mankind or someone who has these types of legs. Oh, Big Boss Man, I think it is. And they are ass to move. But for back in the day, Jakks specific, this was probably really something here. You got the SV for Savio Vega. The guy comes with no accessories, and his arms are very, very rubbery. Actually, more rubbery than I thought a regular bone crunching action figure would be. But you can't move his head. His waist is very loose, but I think it's just because of how old the figure is. On the back, you got Savio Vega right there on his back. You got a flag here. I don't know if that's some paint chipping or if that's supposed to be there. Not too sure if you can see that. It's like some red. I think that might supposed to be there. We got some type of like little marks here on this figure, but I think that's just, again, I'm okay with that because it's right out of the box, so I know that it's factory made like that. I'm a weirdo like that. This is based on Nation of Domination, as you can tell. We got more of a flag here. I think that was just the Nation of Domination colors. And the articulation, like I said, he could just move his arm around. It is cool to have a Savio Vega figure. You can do it with both arms. His legs are very, very tight, but that's as most as you're getting right there. And I'm sorry I'm holding the figure weirdly. This is as most as you're getting right here with these Savio Vega. You can probably go up to there, so you can hit like a nice leg lariat or something. Outside of that, yeah, this is Savio Vega. Now we can get some Mattel figure comparisons in here because I just reviewed Kurt Angle. If you haven't seen that review, go and check that out. But we're going to bring in a nice Kurt Angle. You can just tell the size difference here. And apparently, Savio Vega was supposed to be in the Legends line, and it just never happened back in the day. So this is, I think, as close as we're getting to a Savio right now until someone makes a scaled Savio in a Mattel-type body or like a double-jointed body, because the Figures Toy Company one that I reviewed, that's the closest thing we're getting to an in-scale Savio Vega. But yeah, so this is Savio Vega. I'm sorry that this is such a short review, but there's really nothing to talk about here. It is a good figure for the time that it was released. I definitely think that this was, you know, a placeholder. I also think that people needed this for their collection because of the Nation of Domination. But we have come so far since then that I would really hope that Savio gets a new figure, because I think he deserves it. Like I said in the last Savio Vega figure review, he is one of the most down-to-earth people, and I think that he definitely deserves it. But this also looks more like Savio, in my opinion. And they actually put the earring in there, so that's pretty cool. They put the earrings in both ears. So, but yeah. So, I thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am Nick from Thompson's Collectibles, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.